Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome back to some more Darkest Dungeon. We're about to go once more into the Crimson Court to fight the Guardian here. So, my friend who has been giving me kind of general hints at certain points in the game that I've mentioned so far has this time recommended that I just read the wiki. So I went ahead and did that, and I'm very glad that I did, because if we'd just gone in here trying to do this like we have everything else, we probably would have party wiped. So the Guardian here is a stonework, so we are taking trinkets to deal with that. Also, there are 3 or 4 parts to it, and we shouldn't attack certain parts. Like the shield. Supposedly if we kill the shield, then we will all be murdered very quickly, so I'm going to do my best to be paying attention to what this thing has said. This is the party layout it recommends, so we are taking Sean along, who is taking the Legendary Bracer and Barristan's Head. We're going with Protection. We don't need to raise Accuracy according to the wiki, though perhaps it would be useful in getting there. We want Protection. We don't want Dodge in this instance because everything in the boss seems to have a very high accuracy. We want Damage and Crit if we can get it. So, Hakan coming along with the Ancestor Signet Ring and Wolf's Tassel Trophy for extra damage versus marked. All 3 of these actually do more damage versus marked, so we're going to be trying to take advantage of that. Also using some new skills. Forgot to equip that one. We're using the Self-Heal here. Guard Dog for protection of our allies. Target Whistle for marking. Hound's Rush for damage. Sean's going to be using his normal ability layout here. Mr. H is coming along, going to be using Toxin Trickery this time, because this thing apparently applies a ton of bleed, so that should help with that. Then we've got Thrown Dagger, does extra damage versus marked. Flashing Daggers if double hits ever matter at all. And then Pick to the Face, as it is armor piercing, and this thing has supposedly got a ton of armor. And then for heals, Healer X with the Sacred Scroll and the Prophet's Eye. Also, forgot to say that Mr. H is carrying Flesh's Heart for the bleed resist plus maximum HP, and Sculptor Tools for extra damage versus stonework. Hopefully we will not die horrible deaths. Let's prepare. Alright, so I don't know what exactly to bring along, except we're supposed to bring Holy Waters and Bandages for the bleed resist and to clear bleeds. I imagine torches will be good for the buff that they give in the Crimson Court. We may run into chests, I don't know. We've got a lot of food for healing, some shovels for clearing barriers, and of course the free doggy treats that we always get when our Houndmaster goes out. So, let's do this. Which, with the little clue that they're giving us here, perhaps we should have brought some laudanum along.
The very grounds themselves are animated by a deep-rooted evil. A cosmic hatred for all that thrive beyond its tainted grasp.
Huh. Would have loved to have gotten a scout. It probably can't be here, but I would hate to have to backtrack all this way if it is. Also, if it is, that's a very short dungeon. Go away, beggar. Not got anything for you. Hopefully not getting infected, but if we do, we can now cure it, which is awesome. We got a surprise, which is also pretty awesome. See, we could go for a stun here. We probably should. Good job, guys. And then Pick to the Face does the most damage, so let's try to get something dead. Good crit. And you as well. Right, landed the bleed. It's for 2. You are not going to bleed out, unfortunately. So, might as well... See, that does more damage versus stunned. Nope, I would rather just for sure get one of these things dead.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
So I had forgotten we can still get Crimson Cursed. Maybe should have brought some blood along too. Perhaps the game will be kind enough to give us some if we do get someone infected. Alright. Do some more damage there, Mr. H. You do have a stun buff. Might as well go ahead and start healing. Let's not let that get out of hand. This bleed's not too bad, so we'll just let it tick away. Down to 2. Oh, landed the bleed, so you're going to bleed out. Got a transformation and a Crimson Curse. Alrighty. Let's see, we could mark. Mark's just probably not necessary here, although 2 of our other people do benefit from it, so sure. Let's go ahead and mark this thing.
Great is the weapon that cuts on
Thank
its
you
own.
for dying peacefully there. Good resists. Alright, so this does extra damage versus marked. Can't hit you in the front though, so I guess it's picked to the face. Yep, let's take advantage of that mark.
Obliterated.
Good job. More healing Healer X. Nice little crit there too, awesome. Go ahead and start pounding away at this dude. Oh, good dodge, Hakan. And we can't pull you to the front. You have a much too high move resist. Let's go ahead and mark you. And plus 100% damage versus marked.
The ground
Excellent.
quakes.
4 damage, you are dead. We might as well try for a crit though.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Good job, folks. Alright, there are some dogs going crazy outside. Hopefully the barking doesn't come through on the recording, but nothing much I can do about that. Let's press on forward. Nope, just a battle. Right, you are a guardy boy, so we would like to have you die if possible. Down to 8. Down to dead.
Is broken.
Just how we drew it up.
The offensive.
And I think we want to stun the Chevalier, if we can. Good job there, Healer X. Hakan, why don't you go ahead and mark this lady? Alright, forcing this thing to guard her, which is fine, I suppose. Got a blight. Alright, stun is gone.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Well, you came within range of everyone, so that's a bit of a misstep there by you. So this is 6 to 12. Daggers is 2 to 5. But with the mark buff, it's 9 to 18. Oh yeah, you're being guarded. Never mind. I'm silly. Got too focused on the whole mark math there. Sure. Let's go ahead and try to break this. Nope. Which was maybe a bad idea. I see now that it's got 190 stun resist. Probably should have remembered that. We're taking for 4 a turn. That's probably fine. Well, we're going to hit you whether we want to or not, so 1 off lethal. And for you,
Continually
good
onslaught.
job.
Destroy them all.
I wish for once we were in a position to where we could kill this Chevalier before anyone else, because that is by far the most scary of these. So, stun. We got a good chance of stunning you. Yeah, we didn't quite get there. That's fine. Now we get to key in on you. You are still marked, so that is awesome.
Press this
And
advantage.
dead. And
Give
now
them no
dead.
quarter.
Go ahead and mark you now. The other 2 can hit you for sure. Good dodging. Let's see. Maybe should have gotten rid of that bleed. Hakan is a bit low. Oh, this also marks you. Pulls you forward, sure. Well, you resisted. You do have a very high move resist, that's fine. Time for some party healing. Take advantage of the mark. Good damage there. How about you, doggy? Oh, yeah. There's some blood, just in case.
Mount,
Excellent.
So too will resistance.
So I think we're going to dump these gems and take these. There we go. We have only one more round on that. I think that's fine. Let's give you some food there. Not interested in donating the 1 vial of blood we've got. So pressing on. Maybe we'll get a scout eventually here. Alright, moving on to this room. Fingers crossed for triggering of a scout. Oh, we got to deal with these guys. That's not too bad.
Ringing ears, blurred vision.
Stress is a little out of hand, but I think we'll be fine. This is a short dungeon as they go. At least compared to the Crimson Court things we've been doing thus far. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal. Try to get everybody topped off.
Can be healed,
and flashing daggers should be excellent here. I was hoping for a double kill. Didn't quite get there.
Eradicated.
Well, Hakan is doing massive amounts of damage, or his dog is at any rate. Nice resist there. Okay, 1 spooter left. Let's go ahead and top Sean off here. Ooh, dodgy. Come on, resist, Sean. Not quite a kill on that one. Ooh, dodgy spiders. Come on, guys. There we go. Thank you, Healer X.
Momentary abatement.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We can use some food here, I think. I don't think anyone else is hurt. We'll dump those last 2. And I should have checked before I came out. I think that crests are still useful, though that may be a mistake. They can be traded too, so guess it's no huge detriment if they're not. We can get a campfire here if we want one. That's probably a good idea. Come on, shovel.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Dump those busts for some firewood. If we can get a scout, we may even be able to camp right before the boss. Well, we got a scout. Awesome. Big scout, too. Alright, so we can dodge some stuff here. No need to go in this direction at all. We will have to fight this battle, so the boss is either here or here. One more scout would be nice to know for sure. Not gonna mess with you. Don't really need the stress relief. And too busy looking and ran headfirst into a trap, as is often my wont. Do a little damage there. Got a bit of a debuff, not that the bleed resist matters. Let's see, chance we can stun the sycophant. Or not. Right, no second infection, that's good. Resist there. 6. Land the bleed. Still need to do some damage to you. Nice dodging. We can get another flashing daggers going, that would be awesome. So I'm going to go for this guy. And then hopefully flash down and kill one of these. The sycophant, most likely. Except you thirsted back to the front, so I guess we're trying to kill you instead. Go ahead and top off. We've had some damage distributed amongst our party here.
Precision and
There we go,
power.
just the way we drew it up. 2 down. Would you be so kind as to join your friends in hell?
Annihilated. This expedition at least promises success.
Yep, don't really want to bother with you. We will make use of our torches, though, for the buff that it provides. Alright, this isn't too bad a group. There's no Chevalier this time. We could have these manservants go wild with guards. They're not doing that on their own, though, so that's nice. Sean's kinda high on stress now. Let's go ahead and try to get something dead. Alright, lots of shuffling around here. It's not too bad. Let's see. Good chance we can stun you, so let's try that. Nope. Looks like stunning is just not going to be happening this time around. Got blights everywhere. Alright, 1 down. There's the guard we were talking about. Only one thing guarding now, though. Can we break it? We can. Landed a stun at last. Alright, got you at the front transformed, do we? Well, since you were so kind as to come forward, we will introduce you to our pickaxe. And our axe. Landed the bleed. You're still at pretty high health, though, as those things go. Nice resist, thank you, for not getting blighted.
A momentary abatement.
Alright, stun is over. Let's go for you. We could hit this guy in the back. Yeah, let's just try to kill him. Or miss entirely. So our accuracy trinkets not being along has been a bit of an annoyance. Still, I think going for this damage like we were recommended to is going to pay off in the long run if we don't die ahead of time.
Well struck.
Well struck indeed. Everybody kinda crit happy. Hopefully we can keep that up.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
We'll use that. I think we're just going to leave this stuff behind. Yep, hurts my soul to do so, but other things are more useful. Well, we get our scout like we asked for. So boss down here. We can hit this trap, clear this curio, fight that battle to clear, go back here and camp. I think we are going to be well set up here. Which is not to say that we can't die, because we all know that I make horrible mistakes that sometimes lead to ruin. Let's hope that's not the case this time. Also, let's not disarm this trap with someone's face. So I think, yep, Mr. H has the duty. So we could bust you open. We don't really need this shovel for anything else. So sure. That's a lot more crests. Probably not going to need this key either. So let's grab that. Go down through here. We're not going to interact with this along the way. Not that we have any herbs to actually interact with it profitably anyway, but we don't want to have a space where a respawn could happen. Right, Insatiable Ghoul is a bit of an issue. Don't have a terribly high stun resist, so let's try that. Well, didn't get there. Flashing daggers doesn't really do it. Let's try to get this manservant out of the way, as the guard that he does can be very annoying sometimes. There we go. And Mark seems very, very useful to zerg this ghoul down. Stop throwing skulls. Dang it. Stun's even worse. Yeah, this is a dangerous pair. We need one of them to die. Post-haste. That's one way to get it done. Well done, Sean. Let's also keep people away from the left side of their health bar, please. We got a miss and a dodge. Horror still stuck. We're going to camp. We can take care of some of this stress there. Oh, would have loved to have had a crit there, Hakan. Good dodging, though. And more. Maybe should have gone for the thrown dagger for the marked damage. Was thinking about the protection. Maybe it was just better to not worry about that. Well, you're going to bleed out now. Keep on healing here, Healer X. Yes, we can mark the Chevalier too. Yep, looks like our cleric's getting skewered and bled. You can't hit back there with collect bounty, can you? Yes, the come hither is all that can do, and you're not going to pull this guy, but we'll take what little bit of damage we can get. When this guy bleeds out, he won't leave a corpse, so we don't want to do damage to him and make him leave a corpse. Yeah. Look it again.
Impressive.
Keep stacking that mark. Not that it really matters, I don't think. This guy's just determined. At least Mr. H can hit back here, so we'll do that.
The slow death.
All right.
Unforeseen.
Ghoul down.
Unforgiving.
Oh. I clicked there, but apparently it didn't take my click, so we just spin our turn marking. Got another bleed. That's for 5 rounds. We will clear that.
Soothed,
Just keep spamming heal.
sedated.
Thank you. Making sure we hit it that time.
Ghoulish
That's a lot of
horrors,
gold.
brought low and driven into the mud.
Unfortunately, we don't really have room for it. I mean, I suppose we could dump these crests. Yeah, let's go ahead and dump 4 crests for a full stack of gold. Room for nothing else, so let's do that. Oops, Sean, sorry there, my friend. Let's go back and make our camp and prepare for this Guardian battle.
A spark without kindling.
All the
A
food.
goal without hope.
Okay, so we're going to go with buffs as much as possible here. Accuracy and crit sounds nice. You know, probably should have paid a bit more attention to our camping skills. We want Sanctuary for sure, so let's do that. And nobody else really seems to have much in the way of actual party buffs. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pray for what little use that it is. Got buffs here on Sean. And then we do want the accuracy and crit. Scouting chance and surprise is kind of useless. I don't think it's possible to get a surprise on a boss. Guess we can de-stress, and de-stress for the battle too. And that should do it. Well, now Healer X would be a good time for you to go bloodlusting. You would like to get the extra damage. I don't think we have what it takes to interact here. I'm pretty sure it's herbs. So we will just ignore that. Hopefully not get a respawn. And we didn't. Okay, so we are supposed to not attack the shield. The shield will guard the actual guardian every other round. And we're only supposed to attack the guardian when it's not being guarded, because if we kill the shield, then he goes insane and starts doing a permanent damage buff every round and also an AoE attack on our whole party, which basically kills us in like 2 rounds. So we do not want that to happen. So when we can't attack the guardian, we attack the spear, it says. And I don't know what these mean, but I guess we're going to find out.
The hamlet cannot stand for this thing that should not be. Defeat it. Claim the prize it guards.
Okay, so there's the spear, the blood fount. There's the actual guardian, and there's the shield. So it's being guarded right now, so now we attack the blood fount. So let's do that. 7. 55 of 62. You are 246. Doesn't really matter you, because we're not going to be killing you if we can help it. See, you guys resist everything fully. So no use trying to stun. Oh, let's go for judgment then. Every little bit of damage matters. We can't actually pull you forward, but it does damage as well as marking, so let's do that. And take advantage of said mark. Oh, actually, go back to this. We need to use the dog treats, and also probably should use the holy waters too. Feed the soil. Hey, that's not too bad. Resisted the bleed, awesome. You did too, very nice. So now you're not being guarded. And so we should dish out the damage. Holy water.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
And judgment. For 2 big damages. And you're not marked, but Mr. H can't mark you. I think Pick to the Face is going to do more damage. It also pierces your protection.
Decisive pummeling.
Way to go, Mr. H. Good crit. And now we can hit you with that, so we might as well damage you a bit and put the mark on you. Better than no damage at all. The mark has stuck. And now, oh, forgot to do holy water on the other 2. There's holy water for you. There is your dog treat. And now for some damage.
A devastating blow.
That's what we like to see. Keep it up, folks. Plummeting Doom. 8 is not bad, though the move is less than ideal.
How quickly
Okay,
the
time to
tide
heal.
turns.
Got some stress going around too. Everybody's resisting the bleeds so far. So let's use holy water for Mr. H. And no need to do that. Let's let you attack the back. We may actually get this thing dead before too long. You, Healer X, are on heal duty now. Feed the soil. Right, very glad we healed. Stress is piling on here more than I'd like to see. That's the only way you hit the back. So we shall do that. Also reset the mark there. And here goes the shield, so you are open for damage. And damage, oh, your mark went away. That is very annoying. Still, we shall do that. Should have picked you. Should have picked you. let's take this opportunity to move you back. And you're going to resist the minus protection because you resist basically everything. So yeah, come hither seems the way to go. Not too bad. Wasn't the crit that we had last time, unfortunately. Plummeting doom again. Oh, crit on your side. Not what we wanted to see. Thank you for resisting, though. Alright, need to remember to use holy water on Sean if we can. Your resists has worn off, so there you go.
The blood quickens.
Help everybody get away from the left side of their health bar. Come on, guys. Need some crits. Need to get this thing dead if we can. Holy water for you. Finish him can't hit back there, so just keep that mark going. And see if Mr. H can end the font. Nope. Alright. You are open for business again. I'm tempted to go ahead and kill this thing, but I think we should concentrate on you. Pick, since your mark has disappeared. Not too bad. Done almost 100 damage to it. We could let you mark this time. Yeah, let's do that. Better to let Sean have a go at the marked target than no one. And collect that bounty, my friend.
Masterfully
well done.
Executed.
And that hurt some. And they landed the first bleed. We can deal with that, though. Only one hit that time. Resisted the move, did not resist the stun, unfortunately. So let's finish this thing off. And that should make this whole deal a lot easier. See, no need for you to self-heal here. We could have you guard. Since you don't really benefit from attacking, we don't want to hit the shields. Sure. You go ahead and guard Mr. H. You, on the other hand, have useful stuff you can do.
Precision.
I think that the Hound's dog treats has worn off, so we'll reuse that if my brain can remember to do so. Right, so you can't mark. Your resists have worn off, so let's do that. You now have the marked thing, so I'm guessing this is going to be better. 40%. It's 6 to 11. Nope, pick's still better just because of the penetration. So we'll go with that. See, 2 more round. Well, 1 more round. Sure, we'll do it anyway. Your resist is gone, so we'll use that as well. And collect that bounty.
A singular strike.
Got it below halfway now. Still got the mark. Oh, forgot to use the dog treats. I knew I would forget. Well, we tried. Not much else that we can do. Maybe slow down a bit. We got plummeted, and moved, and stunned. So that was a bad attack for us.
A momentary abatement.
Let's have you move back to here. And you move back to here. And now open for damage. So let's mark ya. And pick ya. 61 left. More damage, please. That too may seem like a little bit, but as I am fond of saying, every little bit helps, as do dog treats and bleed resists. 18 non-crit is not bad through that 50% protection. Alright, thank you for resisting that time, folks. That is a big help to us. And nothing you really need to do. I hate to have you more stressed. You can both pretty much do your stuff from either of these positions, so let's move you. And you... Huh. Well, we'll do the come hither. 1 damage on the shield is not going to be a bother. You, my friend, can go ahead and guard once more. Just kind of biding our time for the shield to go up. And now hopefully you can go down. 29 left. Everybody on damage duty. Mark it, please. Hound biting the stone. Hopefully that does not hurt the doggy's teeth. And shield back down already. 1 more round of that should have this guy dead. So let's just shuffle around here. See, can we rebuff here? A little bit. Okay, should have probably done that.
A momentary abatement.
Yeah, we'll let you go ahead and lick your wounds, even though it doesn't really matter. Just avoiding the stress. And you can come hither again for the same reasons. And now, if we don't get this guy dead on this round, I'm going to be very disappointed. We've been doing a lot more than 15 on average. And in fact, there's 2/3 of that. Ooh, a big 3 from Healer-X. Healer-X really wanting to get the kill here. But that honor, it seems, goes to Sean.
There may be no end to this bloodborne evil.
Right, got some absinthe. Ooh, a Crimson Court Grave Robber trinket. Sweet. Got another blueprint and 1,000 gold. Excellent. Let's go home. Well, that wasn't too bad. At least since we knew how to take it on, and we got another Crimson Court trinket. Huh. Cool. Lots of gold and crests. How are our quirks coming along? Faded. Replaced Skilled Gambler. Chance to turn any miss into a hit. I want to lock that in. Fear of Unholy. Probably need to get rid of that. Early Riser is okay. Light Sensitive, though, is bad.
The beating heart of the gambling hall. Now bloodless and still.
Okay, I mean, that's not a huge problem. But we are very much needing to deal with some stuff, so Healer-X. Let's get rid of your curse. Sean, let's for sure lock in Faded. And it really doesn't, these over here don't matter, so we'll just do that. Fear of Unholy needs to go. Do we want to lock in Steady? Yeah, steady seems like it's worth locking in. So we'll do that. Alright, Ratzilla needs this torn rotator taken care of. So let's do that. I'm not really interested in locking in any of these. Let's also go ahead and look in the districts here. Okay, so the usefulness of the crests have passed, so now it's actually deeds and portraits that we're looking at needing, unless we want to do the red hook, which, you know, hopefully we won't be in the game long enough to make that a thing. So we could trade our crests. Let's see, 76. How many deeds is it? 110. So I don't think we can get that far, but we might as well go ahead and trade them. Yeah, we can go ahead and get 17. So that puts us quite close. Let's see what this place is looking like. You're still there, are you? Oh, okay. So, went back and read a little bit more on that wiki entry, and apparently the Fallen Guardian stays here forever, so if we wanted to just farm it over and over and over for Crimson Court trinkets, then we could. Which I don't really. I think next time we probably will begin our assault on the actual Darkest Dungeon, and hopefully not die horribly. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know in the comments and by leaving a like below. It really does help tremendously. And of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.